Here's something that might surprise you. The photographers consistently walking away from sessions with $2,000, $3,000, even $5,000 orders, they're not necessarily better photographers than you. They're not in wealthier markets. They don't have fancier studios. What they have is a deep understanding of how buying decisions actually work, and they've built their entire client experience around that understanding. That's the boutique portrait model. Instead of handing over a gallery and hoping for the best, you guide clients through every step, from the first phone call to the moment they're choosing their artwork for their walls. The psychology isn't pushy or salesy. It's about helping people get something they genuinely want and making it easy for them to say yes. When I discovered this business model, my business and my life changed. I'm Sarah Petty, founder of Photography Business Institute, and I've used these strategies to run my own boutique portrait studio for 28 years, and I've helped tens of thousands of photographers build businesses that feel good to run and pay well too. Today, I'm walking you through the psychology of selling premium wall portraits stage by stage, from the first conversation to the final sale. And listen, this might be the meatiest piece of content I have ever put out, so you might want to listen and even take notes, because it's in the little knobs that you turn that open the floodgates to huge, huge orders, and it's all in the psychology of how you architect your business. The first stage is the phone call, and this is where the psychology of selling actually begins. Not at the ordering appointment, not even at the session, right here in the very first conversation. Here's what most photographers do on the first phone call. They answer questions, quote a price, and wait to see if the client books. That's it. And that approach is costing them thousands of dollars per client. What I do is completely different. I call it pre-framing. So before a client ever invests $1, I'm already shifting how they think about what they're buying. I use specific language intentionally. I talk about wall art. I talk about investing in their home. I talk about creating heirloom artwork for their walls, not digital files, not pictures, not a package. I also talk about decorating their home. Why? Because the budget a person has for home decor is completely different from the budget they have for pictures. People will spend $5,000 on a sofa without blinking, but digital files, those feel disposable, don't they? So when you change the category, you change the budget. I also touch on price during this call, not all of the numbers, but this is about pre-qualifying them and making sure that we're a good fit for each other. I want to make sure the client understands that this is a meaningful investment before they walk in. No surprises later, just clarity and confidence from the very start. The second stage is in-person consultation, and this is where the pre-framing deepens into something really powerful. In this appointment, I'm asking questions. So where in your home do you see this artwork hanging? What does that room feel like? What are your walls like? What colors are in this space? Then I show them samples, large physical samples of wall art, actual canvases and framed pieces they can hold, touch, and feel. Here's why that matters psychologically. Because scale is almost impossible to imagine in the abstract. How can I show them images on a small phone or an iPad and have them see what that would feel like as a 30 by 40 canvas? So when I am in their home and I bring a rolled up canvas and we hold it up in an imaginary spot on their wall, it's like, whoa, something clicks. So that's really when they go from vague interest to goosebumps, genuine desire. This is also when I go through the price list in detail. It's not relevant at the first phone call, but we're starting to get closer to the products that they want. So by this point, the client has already started envisioning this artwork in their home in different spaces. They've touched the samples. They've talked about where it's going to go in their home. So by the time price comes up in detail, they're already emotionally committed to wanting this. And price is no longer the main issue here. The psychology here is critical. Price feels very different when it follows desire versus when it leads it. The goal of this appointment is simple. By the time the client leaves, they should already feel different. This is important. I really want this artwork. I'm so excited about it. And when they come back for the ordering appointment, there's no sticker shock, just excitement. The third stage is the session itself. And yes, psychology plays a role here too. During the session, I'm constantly connecting what I'm creating to what I learned in the consultation. I'll say things like, this is going to look incredible over your fireplace. I can see it already. Or, oh my gosh, the light on your kids right here is gorgeous. This is going to look so amazing in your entryway. I think that's your statement piece right there. I'm painting the vision in real time, keeping the end goal alive in the client's mind as we work. Isn't that cool? And listen, I also stick to a plan. So I go in knowing what I need to create based on what we talked about in the consultation. I'm not overshooting. More isn't better here. I don't exhaust the client by going on and on for hours trying to give them hundreds of options. Here's what overshooting does to a sales appointment. It creates overwhelm. And too many options equals anxiety. Anxiety equals delay, and delay equals no sale. Have you ever heard that? I need to go home and think about it. Oh, I need to talk to my husband. I need to measure. Most of the time, those are smoke screens, my friend. So I'm intentional. I create what we planned. I get the key goal images and I wrap up while the energy is still high. By the way, if you are finding this helpful, make sure to subscribe to my free weekly newsletter where I share even more strategies like these that can change the game for you and help you do what you love for more money. The link is in the description below. All right, the fourth stage is the ordering appointment, and this is my favorite. This is where everything comes together. So let me paint the picture of the room itself, because the environment where you're presenting is doing a lot of the psychological work before a single image even appears on the screen. Our ordering room, it's really my camera room. I do it all in one room. It has a couch and armchair sort of arranged in a semicircle, a rug, a coffee table, typically fresh flowers, sample albums, tissues, because happy tears happen more than you'd think. The lights are low. The room is tidy. There aren't props and junk stacked in corners. There's no lighting equipment, no clutter. It feels like a living room, not a studio. And the feelings we create matter because we want to put the client at ease to make a decision before we even begin. On my back wall of my camera room, I have a projector and it projects on the far wall, huge. Here's why. When you view images on your phone or a small laptop or iPad, clients are in shopping mode. They're comparing, filtering, calculating cost per image. Their logical brain is running the show. But when they walk in and they sit down and it's an experience and we tell them what's going to happen and the lights go down and the images start with music and that portrait of their kids or their family or their dog fills an entire wall and their heart just sinks, something different happens. Their emotional brain takes over. They stop thinking and start feeling, wow, that's my family. I am so happy right now. They could have come from a fight in the car in a terrible day, but you just literally watch their energy just fall in love. Large projection gives them a vision. It commands attention. It shows scale in a way that sets up an undeniable contrast with digital files. It feels like an event, not a stinking transaction. I'll take this one and that one, and then they're done. No. The order of the images matters enormously. I spend so much time creating a presentation that makes it easy for the clients to make their decision. And this is something most photographers get completely wrong. I see a lot of photographers just putting all the images in the order they photograph them by pose, or they build up to the best one. But think about the feeling a client is feeling when they walk into the ordering appointment. They're nervous that I got a good image, right? They were at that session. They saw their kids being all crazy and they're thinking, oh gosh, what if I don't like this? They spent time getting ready for the session. They convinced the spouse to be a part of it. They wrangled the kids, got haircuts, stressed about outfits. And now they're sitting there thinking, what if I don't like anything? What if Sarah didn't get anything? So for me, I believe the fastest way to put them at ease, give them just like a love bomb, is the first image that comes up is my logo, because they're always putting their phone away or not paying attention. So that's like 5 seconds of them in anticipation, waiting for the images, and then bam, right there, right out of the gate is my favorite image. I've got them. Right? That slideshow has the strongest version with the key goal image. The reason they book the session, the reason they feel like a great parent. And when it comes up, you're going to hear it. You're going to feel it. Their voice, they go, oh, a gasp, something, cue the tears. They reach for the Kleenex box. You can see their whole body relax. And from that point forward, they're enjoying the presentation, feeling like this is it. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. Can't you just feel how amazing that would feel if that were your kids and someone took the time to present it in that way to you? I also preface the slideshow before it begins. I let the client know what's going to happen. So I tell them, you're about to see X number of images, all set to music. So watch and enjoy. And we're going to go through this whole presentation once. We won't stop to talk about it each image. So really just enjoy it. And then I'll come back and I'll pull them up individually and we'll go through each one and I'll help you make your decisions. I let them have a moment of just anticipation and I watch them and I feel the vibes and I watch when they grab the Kleenex and I listen to the one that they go, oh, that's my favorite. And when the slideshow ends, I say, yay! And they say, yay! And then we get to work. By the way, I just gave you something that made one of my students who said, Sarah, I've been doing this for years and there's no way that you're doing something I'm not doing. And when I taught him that, he said, that's the piece I was missing. Immediately went and got a $9,000 order. Okay. It's little knobs that we're turning all along. And we always say big doors swing on little hinges. So I just gave you a really big one that can change the game for you. So then we get to work together. We pull up images individually. We compare. I share my professional opinion. I choose my words carefully throughout. So I train them to never say, I don't like that one. And then I also tell stories about the image. When I'm sitting with the client looking at images of her firstborn daughter that she'll look up at every day in her bedroom, knowing that she's loved, remembering that she can do anything, because that's what we talked about that day. That's not a photograph. That's a confidence builder. And that kind of story takes an image from pixels on your phone to priceless on your walls. Okay, the fifth thing I want you to understand is something that ties all of this together. The entire client journey, from the first phone call through the consultation, the session, and the ordering appointment, takes place over several weeks, sometimes a month or even more, which is intentional. That's not inefficiency. Psychologically, we value things we invest time in. A session you spend 15 minutes on feels disposable. But when a client has met with you, had several conversations, shown up for their session, come back to choose their images, and then come back for a framing appointment, and then they picked them up and they took them home and they hung them, that experience has weight. It has meaning and it becomes one of the most memorable things they did that year. And that is something they tell every person that they know about. That's where referrals come in, and that's how your business compounds in growth. That's the difference between showing up as a grocery store where you sell raw ingredients, the product that they have to go put together, and a restaurant experience. At the grocery store, you're doing the work. You're comparing, you're choosing, you're second guessing, you're minimizing ingredients that you have to go prepare and get to a finished product. At a restaurant, even though you can cook, you can do it yourself, you go there because you want someone who loves cooking more than you to guide you. You trust the chef. You order more than you plan because you're in an experience, not having to do the work to get the result you want. That's what the boutique ordering appointment is. You're the chef. Your clients are the guests. And when it's done right, when it's distraction-free, emotionally immersive, and guided by someone they trust, they leave wanting to tell everyone about it. That's not sales pressure, my friend. That's serving people at the highest level. Here's what I want you to take away from this. The psychology of selling isn't about manipulation. It's about meeting your clients where they are emotionally and guiding them step by step towards something they genuinely want and will treasure for the rest of their lives. Every stage of the boutique process is designed with that in mind. The language you use on the first phone call, the consultation that builds desire before you go through your pricing in detail, the intentional session, we call it shoot to sell because there's a plan there, the ordering room that feels like a living room, the slideshow that is reverse engineered and architected for them to be able to say yes, starting with their best image, the stories you tell that turn portraits into something priceless. When you do all of this right, selling doesn't feel like selling at all. It feels like caring. So listen, if you want help building this kind of a process in your own business, book a free call with my team, putting the link in the description below, because there is nothing more fun than sitting with a client at the end of this curated process where they give you a pile of money and hug you and thank you. And we would love to help you get there because we've already figured it out and we've made it so easy for you.